Cosmic
Alright,
rat.
ladies, fellas, and
All
folks,
right.
the day has come.
I am going to check. So first of all,
Rat,
to give some
you
context-
have no idea. No, wait, no.
Shut up. To give some
Everyone shut up.
context into
Okay,
this
okay.
entire thing, I have been subject to a defamation campaign by the Southerner Cosmic Mapping from Mappercast.
Yes, he has. Yes, he
Oh, Rat.
Rat.
Oh, Rat, you have
And-
no idea what you're about to unlock. If you could
Cosmic,
see into the
Cosmic,
future, you would
Cosmic,
step back. You would
Cosmic.
let go. But you just
Cosmic.
keep pushing.
has. Cosmic. You're more
And-
a religious fanatic about.
Pretty much.
Oh!
This, more than
Oh,
this and the
Chris.
two combined.
Cosmic, let me speak.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
last podcast, pretty much everything you said about me was utter fucking bullshit. Like, when even Imperial said otherwise. You know, the Imperial, the dude that I've known since 2016, the
Yeah.
dude who I got drunk in a hut together with.
Okay,
You know,
that's
I'm pretty
respectable,
sure he will know me better than you, someone living across the fucking ocean.
I mean,
Distance
Cosmic.
is closed by the World Wide Web.
Distance makes
Rat.
the heart grow
Cosmic.
fonder.
Yes, and let me say, okay, perhaps I overstated. What I was echoing in that show was just a direct interpretation of the conversations we've had both in public and private on the matter of
We never had a conversation in
sexual
private about
pleasure.
that.
We've talked about jacking off together a lot. Like,
Not in
Get
private.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Ooh.
that's what I do on das andere.
Class
Avatar.
picking.
Not gonna lie,
all right, here's the thing, though, guys. Here's what we really got to break down. Rat,
Oh boy.
I want to be fair to you, so
No, you
I
don't.
think the best way we could do this is I have structured
Oh
a
my.
little bit of something. So if everyone could real
Oh.
quick move into the screen share lobby.
No.
No.
No. This is very, very important. Like, seriously. Let's
Why are you like this, Cosmic? Cosmic,
Let's fucking watch.
Cosmic, Cosmic, you're so
George, George,
Cosmic.
get your fucking webcam out the.
Cosmic, you're so fanatic
George,
about
you
this.
fuck.
Even I was just like, okay, whoa, Cosmic.
Turn your shit off.
That's what I'm
Shut
point is. You're so. It seems that you're so fucking insecure about your
Alright,
own sexuality.
You
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
you want
I
to
know.
talk about secure section? Okay.
Cosmic,
Okay,
please
let's
stop shouting. Cosmic,
Push
please
the
stop
button. Alright, you
shouting
ready?
in the mic. Cosmic,
Alright,
please.
Boyd, ready?
All right, can you guys see?
No,
Can you guys see?
no, I'm not ready.
Oh my,
Yeah.
no.
All right,
If you-
Viper, let me know when
wait.
you're ready. This is
It's gonna be-
very,
wait.
very.
I need
Wait,
Viper
wait.
because
Is this gonna be a dick reveal?
I need to see it.
No.
Is this gonna be a dick reveal?
No.
Viper, let me know when you're ready, Viper, because I am ready. I am
I mean, I hope
so
it
ready.
is.
I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Come on,
Viper, don't.
I mean, Viper.
He's
Yeah,
prepared.
so his dick. Don't do it.
Come on, Viper, give me. Come on, Viper.
Alright, it's ready.
You ready? All right, guys.
Viper-
So here's what's gonna go on.
Okay.
I need radio silence.
Take out the pants.
Everyone, NoFap is an ideology that Rat has been perpetuating onto this community for far too long,
Oh,
and I personally
How
You're-
the
you're-
fuck have I
Co-
done
won't
that
stand
if
for it.
I literally
Cosmic, you're
today
being
on
such an
Mappercast
embarrassment.
talked about the
Cosmic.
fucking philosophy of the
I
feminine.
am ready.
Let him talk, let him talk, let him talk.
Guys, this is the crux of the discussion we're gonna have today.
Why do you look like Alex Jones?
You need to come, losers! You need to come!
Fucking dude.
What the
This
fuck?
is what you need to learn. Hold on.
What the hell is this cosmic?
I
Cosmic
have no
really,
idea.
Cosmic really.
Cosmic,
It's
we
a
all
presentation.
fucking-
It's his
we all
presentation.
fucking know you're-
Shut up.
We all know you're a
Presentation.
porn addict who can't do NNN.
Okay,
Hey,
Cosmic is.
hey, Rat.
It really has gone downhill. Like Alex
Do you see the
Jones.
3 words here? You
It's this fucking Infowars.
need to
This is, no,
come.
this is worse than
Losers,
Infowars.
okay.
Alex Jones makes more sense than Cosmic at this point.
Here's the thing,
Okay.
ladies, fellas, and folks at home.
No.
Today, I deliver myself upon this program to preach a simple,
To make
Yet
Alex Jones
critically-
insane.
critically important sermon. Okay,
No, not really important.
And-
No.
No.
one I'm
Uh-huh.
really let me
Yeah.
speak. Let me speak.
No, I will not let you speak.
One that I am genuinely a little ashamed, yes, but also concerned
Good.
that I even have to have this discussion with you.
Yeah, you
In the
should
last,
be ashamed.
in the last,
It's,
in the last
it sounds like
specifically
Viper's
2 weeks,
mildly uncomfortable.
okay, you need to let me run through this.
Obama,
No,
get down.
in the last couple years, there has
No.
been a psychotic.
Oh my.
Okay, Chris, stop oh-mying me. You'll
No.
have your chance. You'll have your
Oh
chance.
my.
Chris, for
I
once in
need
my
Oh
life.
my.
stability. You gotta let me do my bit.
No, I don't.
Someone
Chris,
mute
shut
Chris
up.
if he starts doing that shit again.
I will mute
You
you, Cosmic.
need to come, losers.
Okay,
Yeah, I get it. Good.
let me run through this.
I don't understand what's going on. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. I'll explain to you, Viper. Cosmic is fine.
Alright, come on, let me do it. Alright, there has been a rebranding in the last couple years of shitty, psychotic, oppressive lifestyles as
You're oppressing me.
hip and whoa, so totally cool. It's epic to oppress yourself. Gab!
Oh, that too.
Nab! Okay. The NoFap people have a fundamentally warped, twisted, toxic view of human sexuality. They view sexuality not as a... They don't view sexuality as a wonderful gift, an avenue.
Trump, is that you?
They don't view it as
Trump,
an...
is that you?
They don't view it as an avenue for intimate expression of oneself and channel for emotional, psychological release. They view it as a vice, as a dirty part of themselves to be kept locked away. They view
No, I never
themselves
said that.
impure and gross and for the most natural human fucking part of life.
I'm not
Here's the
very
goddamn
sure.
thing. Perusing the fields of NoFap, you notice these words like fucking like X days clean and relapse. They legitimately view their own sexuality as a fucking drug. And for you, Rat,
Yeah.
who represents this ideology, to look at
How the
me,
fuck do I represent this? I
Yeah,
literally
how
look
can
at
you
me. For
represent the
you-
ideology?
for
I
you
mean,
to tell me, for you to tell me that I'm,
Word.
for you to tell
Okay,
me
okay.
that I'm insecure about my own sexuality. Here's the primary thing.
This fucking
Oh.
whole segment shows that, to be honest.
Here's the thing. What I'm insecure about
Oh my
is
God.
your denial of the most
Cosmic.
basic human requirement.
How the
Cosmic,
fuck, how the
stop
fuck am
while
I
you're at
denying
it.
that?
You can still say yourself. You can still say
actually-
yourself. You can
When
still say
someone-
yourself.
We talked about some of our masturbation behaviors in the
I'm,
Mappercast chat
I'm
today.
trying to help you,
Like, are you
Cosmic. Just
fucking
stop.
blind?
Stop.
Cosmic, destroy him.
Oh, gladly. When someone has lived, I could be wrong here, Brad. Totally tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't you tell me that you never masturbated before?
That was
Son of
a couple
Cosmic,
years
is
ago.
that
was
you?
like 1 or 2 years ago.
Brad, when you have lived this,
Exposed.
yes, when you have lived this much into your life, and this is where we get into the trauma shit, and you have not yet developed a sense of independent sexuality, discovering
Oh
yourself and
my.
who you are as a person on your own. That is, and I said this on Twitter.
Crazy
I said
freak.
on Twitter that this was psychological trauma, and I can't remember who it was, but some
Psychological
Like I
vacuous
said,
vacuous motherfucker responded to me and was like,
Cosmic.
"Oh, psychological trauma. Quote, funny." Here's the thing. And if you don't masturbate,
Why?
if you do not allow your body the release it needs, then you might summon.
A demon.
You might summon.
A demon.
Nathan,
I know.
You might summon.
Satan.
I know fucking multiple.
what the hell is
You might
that?
summon
Oh my.
prostate cancer. And you know what
What the
I
fuck?
tell you, but there's a way to counter it.
God.
If you just allow yourself the most intimate expression
God.
of human desire,
We can
and you
actually
masturbate,
Can you show us how to
then
get
you.
it?
All you gotta do is jack off.
Can you say this again?
Cosmic,
Ah!
Cosmic, fair to
Okay, Cosmic.
the argument with the Cosmic.
No, before we start.
It is not scientifically recognized, nor that there is any evidence to the fact that prostate cancer can be caused by not masturbating. Second of fucking all, if you have those studies, please send me them.
And
Oh
second,
my God.
Cosmic,
What the
Cosmic,
hell
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this?
yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cosmic,
Also,
Cosmic, I
you're,
want.
you're bloating this whole thing about not masturbating.
Okay,
And
wait.
here's the thing.
Hold on.
Here's the
Hold
thing.
on.
Everyone,
Cosmic,
shut up, shut up,
I
shut
know
up, shut up.
several
Everyone.
people
Yes.
in real life who don't masturbate.
And those people are psychologically broken. You
They are not, they are fine.
So
You need
Cosmic,
to develop your own sense and And here's another thing.
So Cosmic, by your logic, am I psychologically broken?
No, Viper, because you are asexual. So it's
Oh
fine.
my.
What's the fucking difference, man?
Are you asexual, Rat? Are you asexual?
I didn't say. I know several people.
Oh.
who don't have
You need to come, loser. Here's the thing.
explanation why they didn't have was
Cosmic,
they're just not interested
Cosmic,
in it.
What?
They don't
Why?
know
Cosmic,
something
Cosmic,
about it.
Cosmic.
Yes.
Your sister said, "What is wrong with my brother? Are you okay, Luke?"
Good.
Yeah.
He needs to. She needs to
Okay,
learn. Everyone
Cosmic.
needs to learn this. Do you want to
Cosmic.
come
Cosmic
in?
sister, if you
Prostate
want to
cancer?
be-
Is this important? Is this what you want?
I work in a
Not
mental
what I want.
hospital. I think there's
Cosmic
gotta be
sister, if you
like,
want to do something good for this live stream,
Cosmic.
crash into Cosmic's room.
Aaliyah, if you do that, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw your computer out the window.
do
Can
it,
you actually
do it.
find-
Save
Let
it.
me make this point. Let me make this
Abusive
point.
brother. Abusive brother.
And another word on male sexuality. Do not be afraid to
This is so cringe.
knock on the back door a little bit. The male prostate is enlarged. It is. I feel like all men have a spiritual obligation
Viper, stop
to
this.
emulate
please.
their
You can
own.
save us.
Cosmic.
I feel like Cosmic had planned this out thoroughly. Look at those
Yes, he
lights in
had.
the
That's the
background.
sad
Look
part.
at that.
That's
Look
the
at that.
sad- he definitely did.
Look at
This is
that.
the sad part.
Look at what he's wearing. Look at that
Okay.
picture he
This is the
made.
sad
And look
part.
at the Asian
Closing
thing behind
remarks. Closing remarks.
In conclusion,
This kind of makes me not want to come.
To
This makes me
bring-
not want to.
Hold on. To bring the energy down for a minute, let me just let me real quick. Let me put this on blue.
This makes me not want to come.
Bring the energy down. Earlier, it was like a month ago. It was around when we did episode 69. I can't remember his name. I have the screenshots. It was a guy. He was having a conversation with Nick about human sexuality, about pleasure, and what you need as a human to function in society. And this is the unfortunate thing he said. I wish I had the screenshots right here, but unfortunately the laptop wouldn't turn on, so the whole PowerPoint aspect of this bit is
Show a screenshot. Oh wow.
he said
Oh.
that when he masturbates, he feels guilty afterward. Guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I feel like shit.
That is trauma. When you
What do you mean
connect with the
trauma?
most intimate part of the human experience and you come out with guilt, you have been raised wrong. You are being taught by a psychotic society rules of sexuality.
Cosmic.
Be yours, discover
I
yourself.
love this Cosmic. I love this.
Discover yourself. Knock on the back door. I'm it. I'm out.
I think
Okay.
definitively
I gotta-
Cosmic won this debate.
I
Cosmic
kind of
definitely won this debate.
come, but
I think
after
it's-
watching this, I never want to
Debate,
clap
you
again.
didn't
Clap for
let me
Cosmic.
By the way,
It-
I
it-
thought this was about slander from or like false information.
Milady.
What did this
No,
turn
Cosmic-
into?
This was a
Cosmic
definite
only
loss
cares
for
about
you.
stupid topics like this.
Rat definitely lost this.
Oh no,
But
abusive
where-
brother.
let me speak,
where were
yeah.
Rats?
Yeah, let Rat speak. Oh, he left.
Yeah, basically, first
In
of all,
conclusion.
Cosmic is trying to tell the fucking bisexual who had a long time had to discover this that he didn't discover sexuality. The person who
Yo,
fucking
Cosmic's
talks
not here to hear
about-
you, Rat. Just so you know.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
well,
fucking care, but this goes out
Yeah.
to the public.
Okay.
Cosmic told the fucking person who just today, like I said, wrote on the Mappercast Discord server when and when not he masturbates to cross-dressers. He fucking told that person that he is psychotic about his sexual, how do you call it again?
I don't
About
know.
his sexual habits or something. And the fact is, I believe in freedom.
Did you say I was into
believe-
cross-dressing?
What?
I said that I masturbate to cross.
Cosmic Trump, is that you?
You do?
Discord server today.
No, legit, good. Rat, like you say that and it's funny, haha. Legitimately, I'm happy for you that you discovered that part of yourself.
Cosmic, because I'm not psychotic. All fucking people I know in real life who don't fap, they don't do that, not because they feel guilty. They say they're just not fucking interested in it.
Well, here's
They
the thing
don't
about
enjoy
that.
it.
Here's the thing about that. They're fucking wrong and they're lying to themselves. That's the
Oh
main
my.
Oh no.
Cosmic, I believe
No.
in freedom. I believe in the Constitution of the United States of America. The people should have a choice whether they come or not if they want to. If they don't masturbate, they are not infringing upon others' rights.
They are not infringing upon my rights, but they're infringing on their own rights to live as a happy,
It's Cosmic, you know, some of these people, they have fucking really great social lives. They don't fucking care about masturbation. What's the problem?
We live in a society.
We live in a
They
society.
don't.
We live in a
mind about-
society.
They
Cosmic,
don't
your
mind.
mic's off.
Yeah, they don't mind other people masturbating, but they just don't do it themselves.
I'm really judged about
Cosmic.
Cosmic. He's
Cosmic, you're
Me.
talking about psychological trauma, but the fact that you are making such a big fuss about this gets me to the conclusion that you might be a fucking psychopath.
See,
I think we all can
what's
agree
your
with the
deductive reasoning for that, though? Is it just because, whoa, look how kooky and crazy he is and how passionate he is about this because I exhibit passion for a critical part of
This
human
is not
existence?
passion. This is like zealousy. What
You're basically telling everybody who doesn't masturbate
Look.
for whatever reasons they might have that they are terrible persons, and you're
No!
saying that basically they're all. You said that literally.
I did not say you're a terrible person. I think that if you don't masturbate, you are like I would never shame a heroin addict for having a health issue. It's a health issue. I'm concerned for people.
This to heroin.
How the fuck is it a health?
God,
issue
the
if you don't
smoke is
masturbate?
everywhere.
Plot twist.
Oh, did you not get anything from what I just did?
No.
Yeah, what you said.
Plot
you
twist.
said-
They are all
when you-
asexual,
Cosmic,
but they just didn't
Cosmic,
realize it.
When you said that with the prostate cancer, I asked you I told you that there's no
I
scientific.
start
proof
blowing
for-
all the
there's-
smoke out of here.
There's no definite peer-reviewed scientific proof that prostate cancer can be basically can be either prevented or caused by not masturbating.
Rat, every study says that it decreases the risk. Obviously, it's not a fucking
The
magic
studies,
elixir.
the studies, all of them that I've seen say that the pure data says that there might be a connection between prostate cancer and the amount of times you
He's gone again.
ejaculate a month.
He's gone again. He's gone again.
Anyways,
I never would
I'm
have
going
thought
to say
that.
this to the
So
audience.
smoky in here.
Cosmic.
Why?
And then that's also only one study that concluded. Second of all, other studies said came to
It's
other
like, how am
results,
I even supposed to begin
which,
to
which
have
said
the
which said there was no connection among them. And second of all, what all they came to, which makes this entire whole deal fucking fishy, is that every study says there are a select amount of prostate cancer that seem not to be affected, and they vary from study to study. And
Right.
and
I'm not
that
claiming-
pretty much proves
nobody
to me
is
that
claiming
those are not
that it is
scientifically
a
proven.
beautiful, like, magical elixir that heals you of all ailments. Obviously not. It decreases the risk of certain types of prostate cancer. That's why this is not
That's
my.
not scientifically
right here?
proven or scientifically recognized.
We had this conversation before, and you
Why-
directly conceded
why-
that.
Ask a doctor. Ask a doctor.
Look, this shit right here is a nice bonus to masturbate. Taking this and just putting it in the trash, that is a sizable bonus. That is not my main concern with the issue. I feel like when you deny yourself human sexuality when you cease to be a sexual being, unless you're asexual, the rules are on.
Void
Cosmic,
Viper.
just because it doesn't just because you don't masturbate doesn't mean that you act in other sexual behavior like sex.
Okay, obviously, that's not what I'm talking about. That is a purposeful misunderstanding. Saying if you're in a relationship, which by the way, people in relationships still masturbate. That's not like
Yeah, you
They
can
do,
fuck
but
and
some may
masturbate.
don't.
That's of both
Yeah.
worlds.
best of both worlds. No, it's not most they don't. Most do. Most do.
But I
Okay.
said some may don't, and they're
Oh, I thought you
perfectly
said
fine
most.
too.
Yes, they're
I don't say
fine,
that all.
but they're
I don't
still.
say they all shouldn't. I
They're
just say
still-
that it's fine if they don't. Like you have the option, but you don't have to.
Rat. They are still sexual beings. And in the context of this community, which let's be honest here, none of us are particular Casanovas, you
I
are
am.
denying yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, Mysterious over here. Mysterious and George are the Chads of the show. But the rest of us gotta stick together, and when you cease to be a sexual human being, you concede a critical part
Yeah.
of the human experience to
Uh-huh.
you can't be a
Yeah, I
Like,
psycho.
agree.
At
Yeah.
this point, you really
Uh-huh.
literally sound like somebody from the alt-right in the way you talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let me see in a very,
Cosmic
let me
Trump
see in a
is that
very, Let me say it in a very calm, collected, rat-approved
you're
way of
trying to
speaking.
dictate a stigma onto other people because of their personal choices
No,
regarding
Rat.
sexuality.
No, Rat, you're fucking, like, I'm not trying to force people into an oppressive lifestyle.
You're
literally
if I
was telling people, if I was telling people
Okay,
not
Mom,
to,
Dad,
then
be
you'd be right. But
quiet.
if you're telling me that that expressing that intimate part of yourself, a critical part of the human experience, I just can't believe it, because to me it's a duh. Maybe it's the way I was raised, but the fact that a healthy sexual outlook is so important to the human experience is just a duh to me. Like, the fact that I have to come up here with a fog machine and lights to explain it to you is
you really didn't
hard
have to.
Dude, it is so moist and
Oh
this fog. I didn't worried about my.
Why is he like this?
May I put in a statement?
Yes.
A what?
Okay, so, first of all, I'd like to. That
You
was
are cut
God.
off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Turn your fucking. Oh my god.
Well, what I was gonna say is I'd like to congratulate Cosmic on his epic. That was godly.
You're the only ones doing that.
Thank you, George. George, honestly, real talk, I appreciate that. I
No
love
worries.
it.
You're the only saying
I
that.
actually, I appreciate your effort.
All right, according
I
to the
don't.
straw poll, the
No, it's-
winner of the NoFap debate
I
is
call myself the asexual I'll ever be, and that's
It is a
because
tie.
Focus
I
on someone.
want to do
Retire.
everything, but at the same time, I want to do nothing. But that's because I'm currently in Not November, and I'm still in. So I've
Me
been.
too.
You're
I've been-
life.
High five.
I've been testing. It's been really hard, by the way. Like yesterday, I was in
Yeah,
Nicosia.
the fourth
And
fucking
these
week.
two girls came up to me, right? These two girls were like up to me, and they were like,
Void, focus on someone.
I'm not focused on anybody.
"All right." Anyway, moving on swiftly.
No, do that.
The stream is lagging.
Before November began, I was under the assumption, also based off past experience, when I still was an incel, that sex
Incel.
bad.
Okay.
It is a distraction, and although it's a natural part of humanity and it's very primal, humanity is bad, so we should kill it. However, I'm not gonna lie. After being in Not November for so long, I have switched sides. I'm on Team Cosmic.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm happy Cosmic has one
Very
support.
difficult. I feel agitated all the time. I'm hornier now than I was when I relieved myself. I feel itchy all the time.
Totally.
That's because you're in withdrawal. You're in
And
withdrawal.
no, here's the thing. I don't mean, but I think this is an important point that I have to get out there. People out there, the fucking autistic incel communities out there are gonna go, see, you're addicted! You're addicted to your own impure urges. And no, it is a critical part of the human experience. If you don't drink water, you're gonna be upset. If you don't eat food, you're gonna be upset. It is a critical part of the human experience.
Cosmic,
It's not.
I hate to interrupt, but your sister wants to help you with your points.
Oh, Leon, someone ban her from the chat. God.
No.
Anyway,
I don't think that would be
Wait,
appropriate.
should we bring her in?
Cosmic.
Yeah,
Cosmic, no. No, Cosmic.
Hold on.
This
Wait,
time's staying long enough. We don't want to push it.
Yes, yes we do. Yes we do.
I
Yes
have
we
to
do.
leave for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll be
We're gonna
back.
skip the Q&A then.
No, we need a Q&A. We always need a Q&A, so we
That's
should.
fine. We
Yeah,
can skip
anyways,
it.
You guys could just keep talking to Q&A, but like we gotta put an end to
Yeah,
this
we need
topic.
to hurry up because I
Guys, we're about to see. Cosmic sister. Cosmic sister.
Oh my! After this, I need to take a shower. Like a shower. I'm just crying to myself after seeing this.
This is a real bro moment.
You heard him.
I need a 5-hour
Okay,
shower
let's move
after
on.
I
this.
need to take a shower.